Today's starting pitcher, Mackenzie Gore. What do you look for here?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Just about to get started. Jahmai Jones up now for the Tigers. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. That one fouled off. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 31, Riley.
Here's Riley Green.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
One on, nobody out, a run in here in the third and final game of the series.
Oh, that's it.
Gore, a 6'2 southpaw, 195 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2017. It falls in, and that's a hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and they lead by 2.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And there's one down. So now with one away and a man at second. The batter now, Javier Baez. Tosses across to first. 2 away.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Torres.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
Man at second. And it stays fair. Coming home. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there.
There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
At the plate, Wenzel Perez. Torres leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Nimmo settles under it. And that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And taking the ball for Detroit, Framber Valdez. How about a report on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Got him! Ricky Holiday with the call. Here's Seeks to the plate now. Slider right there. Fly ball down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. In the air, left field, and that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. To his knee, the throw in time. Got him. Back at Globe Life Field, top of the second, Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers. Nimmo running hard to get it. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Hellman gets under it. And there's one away.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 8, Matt Vierling.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. That one missed.
Inside, ball 2.
Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
This one smoked on its way out of here. He sends a rocket to left. Back to the top of the Detroit order. Here's Jahmai Jones. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Fouled off left side. Fights it off. You'll see another. That one drifts inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in.
He's safe.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Man at second. Pop foul out of play off to the right. That's off the inside corner. And the count 1-2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Got him swinging. Riley Green up now for the Tigers. Hellman under it. And that is that. Solo shot for Detroit this inning. It's now a 4-0. Back in Arlington, bottom of the second. Brandon Nimmo stepping in for the Rangers.
Nimmo.
Check swing. He went. Strike 1. To the right side. He'll do it himself. That's 1 out in the bottom of the second.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 6, Young.
And a swing and a miss there. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And down on strikes. Now 2 away.
The designated hitter, number 9.
2 outs, base is empty. Danny Jansen to hit here. And a foul ball. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that extends the inning.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And he chases that one below the zone. Swings through that. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. A two-run shot, and they cut into the deficit. It's 4-2. That one ripped right center field. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. So runner at second, 2 down. Michael Hellman stepping in for the Rangers. Check swing went around. That's strike one.
We've seen him struggle with pitch selection today, and they've swung at pitches out of the zone too many times already. This game just started. Need to lay off of those tough pitches.
Man on second, 2 down. That misses the zone. 2-2. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Back at Globe Life Field, all set for the start of the inning. Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. And it finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
He was all over that one. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Check swing, and he went. And that's strike one. Hellman under it. And he makes the catch. And there's one down. Here is Gleyber Torres. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Fair ball. Torkelson on his way to third. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
That one almost got him. Second and third, 1 away. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Carrying well. Bounces off the wall as he makes the grab. Both runners tagging. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score, and they take a 3-run lead. So digging in, Dylan Dingler. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Dingler started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, didn't go. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the third and final game of the series. That's a base hit, run scores.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And that is that. Back in Arlington, bottom of the inning. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. And first offering is fouled off.
Nope.
And that's a strikeout looking. And that's 4 strikeouts. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
And that's a strike. The shortstop takes a ball.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
That's down and in.
What do you got?
Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. Did not go. Payoff pitch. And he walked him.
Ball 4.
And now it's Jake Berger to hit. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
Jake Berger.
What do you got?
Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Darryl Parker with the call there. Out to short, and that one finds its way through. And now 2 aboard. The relay to second, tries to get back and save.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Feed to second, that's 1. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. New inning getting started, and here's the Tiger leadoff man, Jahmai Jones.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Smith. Here's the tag, and he's out. Lee goes 5 feet 9 inches, 23 years old, and he's a native of Taiwan. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses.
That one ripped left field. That's back there. Out of here. So he just clears the wall. 1 down. And up next for Detroit, Riley Green. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 away. 1 for 2.
The first baseman, Spencer.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1. Foul ball. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Top half of inning number 4. Foul tip into the mid, struck him out. Bottom 4, here's Josh Young.
The Rangers, the first baseman, number 6, Josh Young.
And that one is lifted in the air. Perez moving under it, takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Rangers, the designated number 9, Danny Jansen.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. This one in the air, center field. Vierling on his way over. Out number 2. Kyle Higashioka stepping in for the Rangers.
Kyle Higashioka.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Back at Globe Life Field, we go to the top of the fifth. Javier Baez up now for the Tigers. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Tigers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Hellman takes it in for the out. 1 away. Langford under it. And there's 2 away.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Dingler in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Langford on the move towards foul ground. Makes the catch. Inning over. Back in Arlington, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Green towards the line, looking up, makes a one-handed catch. 1 pitch and 1 out.
The center fielder, Michael Hellman.
Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Perez under this one. That's out number 2. So the Rangers batting order turns over. Now the left fielder, Wyatt Langford, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one ripped but foul. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Throw on to Torkelson. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Top 6. Leading off, Matt Vierling. Nimmo in position. And there's 1 away.
Up next for the Tigers, the designated hitter, Jahmai Jones.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. 1 down. And next to hit for Detroit, Hao-Yu Lee. Ground ball up the middle. Into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
The first baseman.
And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 1. Back there. And wow, that one is way out of here. And Torque muscles one out of here. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. Taking over on the mound for the Rangers, Michel Otañez.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So a man at first. And next up for the Tigers, Gleyber Torres. The 0-1. And a foul ball. The 0-2. And down on strikes he goes. And there's 2 down.
Ball that low.
4 runs already in the frame. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And now 2 aboard.
Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
Dingler stands in now, looks at that one inside. And that is that. Bottom half of inning number 6 from Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas. And a big swing and a miss. Ball
That's
1
a ball.
there. Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. Jake Berger now at the plate. New pitcher for the Tigers, Grant Herter.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Comes up empty. On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out.
Up next for the Rangers, the right fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Ground ball right side. Throws to first in time. An acrobatic play to end the inning. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia.
Swings here and blasts one left field, and that one is off the wall. Here's the throw, and it's a leadoff double to start the 7th.
Up next for the Tigers, the designated hitter, Jahmai Jones.
Ball.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people. Oh, no, he dropped it. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Next to hit, How You League. And there's a foul ball.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. Called out on strikes. Riley Green up now for the Tigers. So out of the bullpen for the Rangers, Tyler Alexander.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put.
Nimmo takes it in for the out. 2 away down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it. Well, you know this guy wants a pitch up, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one is upstairs. Over to first, and they get Torkelson for the out. And that is the inning. Back at Globe Life Field, set for the last half of the 7th. Josh Young stepping in for the Rangers.
Young.
That one a little bit high, and it's 1-0. Swings through that. Herter in his second season, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round in 2021. What a stop. Throw to first, and they get the out.
Up next for the Rangers, the designated hitter, number 9, Danny Jensen.
That one fouled hard the other way. The Tigers up big in this one. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Inside.
That's in. Ball
and
2.
The count's even at 2. Upstairs.
Ball 3.
That's hard hit in the line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Now he'll turn for second. That gets by him. And he'll pull into second safely.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And here is Kyle Higashioka. Laser to the gap should score the run. That one is back. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's now 11-3. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well done. Drives in the run. Got a good pitch to drive. Stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front. And he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap. And that's pretty much a double every time.
check swing, but he went too far. That is strike two. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the lefty. Hope he's all right.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row.
Troy Melton will take over here.
Compared to some days, this pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
In the air, right field. Perez drifts towards it. 2 down. So back to the top of the order. Here's the left fielder, Wyatt Langford. 0 for 3 in this one. Now a pinch hitter coming up for the Rangers. Sam Haggerty, 2-out opportunity for him with runners on the corners. Off the mark there, and it's 1-1. That clips the corner.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Stays alive. 2 on, 2 outs. In the air, right field. And that is that. Back in Arlington, we go to the 8th. Javier Baez up now for the Tigers.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Haggerty takes it in for the out. And there's 1 down. Haggerty moving under this one. 2 down. Wenzel Perez digs in now. Gets down, base hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Tigers, the catcher, number 13, Dylan Greenwood.
Foul ball there.
Nope, that's inside.
And it stays fair. Lead runner makes the turn at second, and that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control. And
taking over on the mound for the Rangers, Luis Curvelo. Two on, 2 outs. Base hit and a run comes in.
That's 3 singles in a row. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
The Tigers going with a pinch hitter. Kerry Carpenter looking for a big hit with 2 out runners at first and second. A very surprising intentional walk here from the dugout. That loads the bases. All loaded up. How you lead. Getting ready to hit. Nimmo running hard to get it. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here comes Corey Seager.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
Ground ball right side and foul ball. Line drive and there's a hit and a man aboard.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
And there's one away. One out, man at first. Here's Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Now the 0-1. Zero velocity, 97 with that fastball. Grounder might be 2. The flip, there's one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Back at Globe Life Field, stepping in, Riley Green.
Riley Green.
That's back there. Gone, and to the deepest part of the park. That one felt good. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swinging a foul out of play. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
The throw to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th. Here's Baez.
Up next to the Tigers, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
And that's got extra bases written all over it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Up next to the Tigers, the second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
There you go.
Torres tries to hold up, appeal to first. Nope, he held back. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. And a strike to Gleyber. Smith. And that's the 3rd out. Back in Arlington, bottom of the 9th. Josh Young stepping in for the Rangers. He was late there, strike 1. And that's a fair ball.
Up next for the Rangers, the designated hitter, number 9, Danny Jensen.
Hey!
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
In the dirt. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes.
Up
And now
next
one
for the
away.
Rangers,
One out man at first. Kyle Higashioka stepping in for the Rangers. On the ground, Lee. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
the batter, number 8, second baseman, Smith.
On the ground, right side, flips it. There's one out. A double play to end it. Valdez with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel